Time for the shy girl to fall in love with the guy who isn't shy. Here are 10 romance anime with a shy girl and a boy who is not shy. Let's go. Number 10, Armed Girls Machiavellianism.
どうした？体勢が不十分で打ち切れなかったか？
Nope, you're not going to get any Machiavellians in here, but you are going to get a guy who's a badass. Welcome to Private Aichi Academy, a high school ruled by girls. Instead of the student council, we have a 5-member girl band called the Supreme Five Swords who are allowed to bring weapons to school. As for the boys, well, they are forced to dress as girls. Then our main character comes along and says, nope, not gonna happen. And then he proceeds to jump out of the school window.
やはり剣術を知っていたのか。
オタク、強いね。
There isn't much going on in this anime in terms of plot progression, but it shows how our main character tames all the badass girls in the school until he finally gets to meet the yandere. The beginning and the ending arcs of this anime are fast-paced and filled with action, but the middle, it feels really silly. Number 9, Busao Renkin.
すまん、言い忘れていた。いいか、私の名前はトキコ。津村トキコ。
The girl here isn't shy as some other girls in this list, but she blushes every now and then, while our oblivious main character decides to say something affectionate. This is also an anime that doesn't shove romance to your face and instead uses romance as a subplot. Oh, and did I mention this gives you the Full Metal Alchemist vibes? It's got alchemy, homunculi, and even badass weapons.
お化け工場。ホムンクルスのアジトだ。これから残りを倒しに行く。武装錬金。
The story starts when this guy called Muto saves a girl, and then the girl saves him back the next day and reveals homunculi exist. The only way you can fight a homunculi is using a weapon called Buso Renkin. Now, our guy joins forces with the girl to stop homunculi and find their master. Yeah, this is pretty much your regular action story. Number 8, Love After World Domination.
君は美しい。何時間でも見ていられる。
Are you in love with your enemy? Are you too shy enough not to confess? Here we have two people who are on the two opposing sides. On one side, we have Fudo, a guy who is in Gelato 5, a team dedicated to protecting Japan. On the other side, we have Desumi, a girl who is called the Reaper Princess because she has plans for world domination. Well, turns out these two are in love with each other.
初めて会った時から君のことが好きだ。この思いを届け。いや、待て待て待て、正気か？我々は天敵なのだぞ。
One of the main reasons this anime feels so refreshing is because of the way it handles the romance. Enemies becoming lovers isn't a new trope in romance anime, but this anime twists the trope and already shows how our enemies are lovers. They just have to show the outside world that they are enemies. Like I've said before, if you want love before world domination, then make sure to watch Love After World Domination. Number 7, when will Ayumu make his move?
先輩？
奇遇だな。こんなところでばったり会うなんて。部室、将棋部行くところか？一緒に行こう。
Did you know this is written by the same author as Takagi-san? Oh, wait, I think I've mentioned it before. Here we meet first-year student Ayumu Tanaka, who joins another shogi club. The shogi club president, Yurushi Yatome, is thrilled to have another member in the club, but is also determined to teach the underclassmen how to play proper shogi. Ayumu starts to have a crush on his senpai, but he decides to tease her about it instead.
彼女ができたら、むしろもっと部に入り浸りますね。 俺は一生先輩と将棋を指していたいですから。
Yep, it's one of those who's going to confess first types of stories, but unlike Takagi-san, this time the roles are reversed. This time our girl is shy and the boy wants to tease her. Season 1 is already over, so now's the perfect time for you to binge watch it all at once, and then go read the manga. Number 6, Oresuki.
そのどこか変かな。いえ、大丈夫です。よかった。なら行こうか。よろしくお願いします。はい、 よろしくお願いされます。
This is one of the greatest twists in romance anime. At first, this guy's childhood friend and the club president both seem to like him, but then he realizes, nope, they like his best friend. Yeah, that's right, the guy goes from the world's luckiest main character to the most betrayed anime character of all time. Who's there to save him? This nerdy-looking library girl.
そっか、こいつは一本取られたな。じゃあそういうことで。
あなたの秘密を全部言っちゃおうかしら。お話ししましょう。
One of the reasons Oresuke stands out from the crowd is because of its main character. This guy tries to act altruistic but hates everyone from the inside. He tries to show he's shy but hates the girls at the same time. His whole attitude and personality makes him look like a love child of Kazuma and Light Yagami. If you're tired of the generic one guy many girls romance anime, this is the show for you. Number 5, Vanitas no Carte.
私はあなたのことを好きになってしまったということ。だからこの気持ちが本当に恋と呼べるものなのかどうか、私に確かめさせてほしい。
は？
Time for the shy vampire to fall in love with the love-obsessed human. The story is centralized around Noe Ancheviste, a guy who is searching for the legendary book of Vanitas, and soon he finds it in the possession of a human named Vanitas. And this guy keeps calling for trouble. The main girl arrives in the second episode, and this Vanitas guy goes on and kisses her, and that's when she falls in love.
デート？君が俺と？一体どういうつもりだ？
思えば初めて会った時、先に攻撃を仕掛けたのは私だった。
Our girl Jean starts off as the world's strongest bodyguard and then gets addicted to the blood of Vanitas. Romance isn't the main genre of Vanitas, but the relationship of Vanitas and Jean is heavily explored in the first few arcs of the series. This anime also feels unique because of the way it executes the whole vampire-human trope, so if you haven't watched this, make sure to give this a go. Number 4, Wotakoi.
なんでまだ仕事してんの？ねえ。
いや、そんな。
なんで俺より少ない量の書類が俺より先に片付いてないの？ねえ。
それは。
Wotakoi is about a weeb man and a weeb girl realizing they both like weeb stuff. So what's the next best thing to do? Start dating, of course. Every character here is an adult, so you don't need to worry about the high school comedy tropes you've seen a billion times before. This is also why the romance here feels both mature and lighthearted at the same time. No more blushing like little kids because these guys know how to reveal their feelings without waiting for 12 episodes.
とりあえず生で。
彼氏さんは何にします？
いや俺は彼氏ではないんで腐れ縁なだけなんで。
The anime also focuses on more adult issues like what if I like watching anime even if I'm an adult, and what if my partner thinks I'm a weirdo if I keep watching anime and keep playing gacha games. Since you all are watching anime and since you all are going to turn to adults someday unless you find a way to stop time, I recommend to watch this anime and be prepared. Number 3, Fruits of Griseia.
ユミコ、俺はお前の敵じゃない。俺はユミコに危害は加えない。約束する。だから無駄なことはやめろ。
Fruits of Griseia is how you do harem anime the right way. The anime is about this dude called Yuji who goes to school with 5 girls who have mysterious pasts. The difference between this and a ton of other high school anime is the main character. He doesn't flinch, he isn't shy, and he never gets embarrassed. At the same time, the guy knows how to get girls too.
なんで今のが避けられるの？
俺の周りでは時間が半分の速さで動いているんだ。
嘘？
無論嘘だ。
The best way to enjoy Fruits of Griseia is to play the visual novel. The anime is visually appealing, but the focus it gives to each female character and the way it ends makes it kind of a bad adaptation of a good visual novel. But the visual novel, you get to experience the route of each girl, learn about their backstory, and even empathize with them more. So stop watching anime and start playing visual novels. Number 2, Maid-sama.
可愛いからって触りすぎ。大丈夫か？
On one side, we got the energetic student council president, Misaki, who acts like the big boss of the school but secretly works as maid in a local maid cafe. On the other side, we have Takumi Yusi, the most popular guy in school who suddenly starts stalking Misaki. So how do these two fall in love? Turns out the best medicine for an angry tsundere is a guy who is calm and quiet.
あいつら会長がメイドだってこと誰にも言ってないよ。
そうか。覚悟してきたんだがな。あいつらに何かしたのか？
別に
Maid-sama is interesting because of the chemistry between the two main characters. Yeah, it borrows the usual tropes like the badass guy and the damsel in distress, but it knows how to execute these tropes really well. As the story progresses, we also see Misaki isn't some man-hating tyrant, and the guy has his own issues as well. So if you haven't watched this anime, go watch it. Number 1, Bunny Girl Senpai.
驚いた。君にはまだ私が見えてるんだ。それじゃ。
You may go here expecting bunny girls, but instead you get a disease called the puberty syndrome that affects teenagers. Yeah, this is one of those psychological animes that discusses a lot of issues related to puberty.
妹の楓です。別に暴行されたわけじゃないです。ただネットでいじめられただけで。
言ってる意味がわかんない。
The anime is centered around Sakuta Azuakawa, the high schooler that has some personal experience with the supernatural puberty syndrome. He comes across one of her senpais named Mai Sakurajima, who was walking around the school wearing a bunny outfit without anybody even noticing her. After making contact with her and many other girls that are suffering from the mysterious puberty syndrome, Sakuta decides to cure them. If you need bunny girls with depression, then give this one a go.